Hey Starshine, how are you? I'm TK, and today I will play Detective Grimoire. I used to play this like a ton as a kid. I've replayed it a bunch. Also the like Trapped series I really loved. Maybe I'll play that another time if anyone's interested, if anyone remembers the Trapped series. But I was super into detective games and mystery games. I still am. I really need to find some more that I would really dig. It would be kind of embarrassing to play for my channel though, because I am a bad detective. But I specifically wanted to play this game because they made a full-fledged Detective Grimoire game that they released on Steam that I have and I love, and I really want to play it again and show it to people who may not have heard of it. So I figured it would be a good idea to play this first, though. Hopefully this is only going to be one part because this is a relatively short game, and I'll probably remember most of it. Anyway, let's get into it. Stop talking about it and just play. This is on Armor Games, by the way. I think I actually played it on addictivegames.com or Addicting Games. It was addictinggames.com. If anyone remembers that. Whoops, somebody's dead. PDPD file 054, victim Hugh Everton. Crime, murder. At 10:28 last night, a body was found at the local fairground that operates just outside of town. The cleaner, one Jerry Spears, discovered the dead body of his former colleague inside the Hall of Mirrors. All the evidence points towards murder. The clown Charles Ringer, who works at the same fairground, is the main suspect. He seems to have some less than favorable links with the victim. There you go. If this grim case remains unsolved, the fairground manager, Mr. Gary Coyles, has stated he will have to permanently shut down operations. Private Detective Grimoire has been called in to clear things up. We've got one evening to find the truth about what happened last night. If Grimoire can't solve the mystery, no one can. Oh, there you go. I'm not going to repeat myself again, Grimoire. You're listening this time, right? Something pretty nasty happened here last night. I'd say everyone in the fairground is a suspect, and you've got this one evening to do your thing. My thing? Don't tell me you're getting nervous now. The other guys tell me you're the best at this. You're not going to let me down, are you? It's your job to talk to the suspects and explore the fairground for clues. You obviously need to take a look at the crime scene. But don't overlook any details, understand? Right, I think I understand. I have a bad feeling about this place. I can't shake it. Everyone is a suspect. It's your job to find out who has a credible alibi and who is lying to you. You should be able to work out who the murderer is by proving everyone else innocent. If you're confused about what to do, don't hesitate to ask me. Alternatively, the tutorial information is available from your notes page, where you can also save your game. I'm ready. Help. What's with the mustache? That's neither here nor there. Tell me about it. That thing is here, there, and everywhere. Alright, so help. Go here. I'm pretty sure I remember how to do everything. Yeah, I think I'm good. I didn't even know you could save. I don't think I ever saved when I was younger. I just kept playing. Alright, we got no profiles. We got no clues. We might as well get going. There's someone there. Wait, what? Hi! What on earth? Where are your parents? This is the scene of a crime. I know. That's why I'm gonna help you out, detective. Why did you say it like that? I'm a real detective. In that case, where's your hat? If I had a nickel... Detectives don't have to wear hats anymore. Plus it messes up my hair. I believe you. Anyway, hat or not, you're still gonna need this. Map? Of the fairground? Hey, thanks! See you later! I have no idea who that was, but I'm pretty sure she's not the murderer. I sure hope not, anyway. What note did that add? Okay, I got the entrance. Okay. She's not a profile, so... Wait. Oh, poop. There's someone here, too. I better get this investigation underway. Hey, you over there. Who on earth are you? I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to solve the mystery of last night's murder. Right, I see it now. The trench coat and everything. Are you supposed to wear a hat, too? That's beside the point. Hugh Everton was murdered last night, and you, Charles Ringer, you're a suspect. The main suspect, in fact. Oh, because I'm a clown? Who made that wonderful leap of logic? Look, I know Hugh and I never got on, but I can tell you one thing. I'm not capable of murder or anything close. Look at me. This is the face of a killer. I'm gonna have to get a little more information out of him, I think. Sorry, let's go back, because I think... this place is pretty run down, but I can't see any clues yet. Oh, okay. I thought that balloon might have been something. Okay. Let's just go forward, and we'll talk to Charles. You have a rip on your thing. All right. If you're not the killer, what were you doing last night? I was here, of course. You know, being a clown and all that. I left quite late last night, actually. I had a few holdups in the evening, but I didn't see anything suspicious. What was the last thing you saw before you left? Let's see. On my way out, I walked past the Hall of Mirrors and noticed the door was slightly open. I closed it and carried on through the fairground. The only strange thing about that whole episode was how quiet the Hall of Mirrors was. It normally lets out a loud creak when you move it. I think that's part of the attraction, you know? Hall of Mirrors. That's the scene of the crime. I wonder why the door didn't creak that evening. And why would it be open? Maybe it creaked. Someone used WD-40 on the doors so they could sneak in. The fairground. So you work as a clown at this fairground. How long have you been here? A long time. Too long, in fact. I don't really like the way things are going around here. I have no idea why I haven't left for good. I was appalled when the boss hired Hugh Everton to look after the funhouse. Not only was he useless at his job, he was nearly completely deaf with old age. It's just not practical. Still, no one deserves, well, you know. He was deaf with old age and not very good at his job. This could be important information. Do you get on with the rest of the staff? That'd be a bit of an exaggeration, I'm afraid. I don't mind Mandy and her uncle, but that Ricky, I'm a top-notch entertainer war character is just too much. He doesn't even like kids! What a joke. Doesn't take any pride in his work. Looks like Charles finds it hard to get on with Ricky War. He's the entertainer, I think. Also, who is Charles to talk about pride with that big hole in his costume? Maybe I should ask him about that. Yes, ripped clothing. If you don't mind me asking, why is there a big hole in your trousers? Surely you'd want to be a little neater than that, even if you are a clown. To be honest, I'd rather we didn't talk about that unfortunate condition of my frilly clown slacks. It's the first time anyone has ever said that, I bet. Still, there must be more to the story of his ripped clothing. Maybe I can find a clue that will get him to elaborate. Alright, so we got... he's suspect. Alright, outside the funhouse, occupation clown. Charles is the police's main suspect in the case since he did not get on with the victim, Hugh Everton. Charles didn't get on with Ricky or the entertainer either. Nothing else new? Okay. Door is jammed. I can't get in this way. What a pain. There's a small opening here. I might be able to get in this way, but I'm not sure. I'll come back later. Alright. Let's go this way. Hey there, girl! Excuse me, miss. Do you work here? I'm pretty sure I do. The name's Mandy. Mandy Farrer. I'm in charge of running this game stall. You seem a bit young to be working in a place like this, don't you think? You seem a bit young to be a private detective. Oh, are detectives only allowed to wear a hat when they reach a certain age? I'm older than I look, I'll have you know. Anyway, could you tell me a little about yourself? I'm conducting an investigation to find out about last night's murder. Of course you are. Why else would you show up? Unless you're after some candy floss. Did you know it's actually bad for you? My power of deductions do stretch that far, thanks. I'm not sure what to tell you. I've worked here for a little while. I got a job through my uncle. Blech. This job is helping me pay for college. But it's a lot of fun, too. I get to hand out toys to kids. Who doesn't want that? I wonder if her uncle is here at the fairground. Hey, you got books. I wonder why there are so many books. Try asking Mandy about them, I suppose. Anything else? Or toys? These toys look really cheap. Maybe I should ask Mandy about them. Can't be certain, but I don't think it's possible to win that ring toss game. I accidentally clicked. Sorry. Alright. Last night. Could you tell me what you were doing last night? How could I forget, really? I was here late, like I normally am, just kicking about. Eventually, I hear shouts coming from the Hall of Mirrors, and then Jerry, oh, that's the cleaner, he comes running over to me and starts telling me what's happened. I help him call the police. After they show up, we were allowed to go home. So, you were one of the last people here last night. It seems that way. But I was here at the stall the whole night. I had things to do, you know? I wonder why Mandy stays late every night. I think I should have a look around before I press her about it. Fairground. Do you get on with the other staff here at the fairground? Oh yeah, the guys often argue amongst themselves, but I stay out of it. Charles the clown is a pretty hard guy to get on with, but he's got a good heart. I can't say I had a particular dislike for anyone, except, well, Jerry does get on my nerves, but he's sweet, I guess. I got on well with Hugh, although no one could deny he was pretty useless at his job. The funhouse was always in a terrible state. Sometimes I'd try to help Hughes with repairs or ideas for improvements, but he'd never get anything done. I always figured the boss would replace him, but now look what's happened. Sounds like Mandy has an interest in the funhouse. The toys. I don't want to sound rude, but these toys look pretty cheap. I've never seen those characters anywhere before. What? You've never heard of Turquoise Bunny and his friend Ruby Rabbit? What about everyone's favorite, the King of Scare Felix? Or Jimmy the Striped Horse? He's quite a new one, actually. Okay, so there's so many books. Apparently I can't ask her about them right now, though. Notes. Profiles. Okay. Mandy Farrer. Fandy was one of the last people who left the fairgrounds last night. She helped Jerry Spears, the cleaner, call the police. Mandy expresses interest in running the funhouse. Alright. Move to the can game stall. Okay. It's you again. You need to find your parents and go home, I'm afraid. I can't go just yet. You still need my help. I am quite capable of carrying out this investigation without you. Thanks. Well, that map is really useful. I haven't used it yet. Really? Have you managed to get into the fun house yet? There's
There's a small opening to the left of the main door. I already found it! You can go through there. It'll lead you into a small office where he used to work.
Thanks, I guess. How do... She's gone. What a weird kid. Guess I'll try getting through that opening after I've checked out the scene of the crime. Green marker. What's this green marker pen doing here? Can't help feeling it's out of place. I haven't looked at the clues. I forgot. Okay, so it's just... Okay, cool. Anything else around here that I can click on? Window. You can clearly see the hall of mirrors through this grubby little window. Alright, hall of mirrors. Hey, Ricky.
Hello, kiddo! What's your name?
It's Grimoire, Detective Grimoire. I'm no kid, thank you very much.
Sounds like somebody needs some candy floss. Did you lose your hat? Aww.
I don't need any candy floss, and I did not lose my hat. Now, if you don't mind, I need to ask you about last night's murder. Ugh, man, no need to shout. That I did not expect. Can that guy really be a kid's entertainer? Yeah, so, I'm the entertainer here. I entertain kids and stuff. That's great. Ricky War, is it? That's it. What do you want, then? Well, I'm not very entertained, that's for sure. Right then, I need to know everything you saw last night. In as much detail as you can manage, please. Well, I was here all evening. Nothing happened. You have to remember something. Think. I hope he does, or I'll be a little stuck. Well, I guess there was one thing, I suppose. Excellent, please, go on. I went home pretty late. On my way past here, I saw Hugh. Outside the Hall of Mirrors? Hugh? Yeah, he was heading inside, actually, mumbling something about leaving the light on. The light? Was it on last night? Yeah, I don't know why, though. Maybe that's why Hugh was going in to switch it off. Did you notice anything else? I didn't see anything, not even... Well, see that oil by the door to the Hall of Mirrors? That wasn't there when Hugh went in last night. I see. Well, that's very helpful. Thanks, Ricky. Wait. Sorry. Frog in the throat. Wait, there's one more thing. As I was walking away, I heard a loud squeaking noise. I guess it was probably the Hall of Mirrors door. Wow, you turned out to be useful after all. What? I mean, thanks, again. So Hugh went in the Hall of Mirrors to turn off the light. The oil wasn't on the ground when he went in. And the door let out a screech when he opened it. What does it all mean? Well, someone oiled the hinges on the door so it wouldn't squeak, and they could sneak in behind. There's a red nose, guys. Well, let's click on the oil first. Some oil has been spilt right by the door of the Hall of Mirrors. A clown's red nose? Wonder what it's doing on the ground. Crazy! Weird! Insane! Was there... Yeah, the fairground. Can you tell me anything else about the fairground? I can't think of anything. We're all one big happy family. Yep, that's right. Is that so? Yeah, well, a few people thought Hugh was a waste of space, but he kind of was, like, the funhouse is a tip. It's not really safe. I remember Farrier always said she could do a better job of running it. Hey, that's a thing. That's a thing we can talk about. Hey, a window. I can clearly see the Hall of Mirrors light shining through a single window. Okay, well, we're gonna, instead of moving on, let's go inside the Hall of Mirrors. To the scene of the crime. There's some black marks on the ground. Looks like someone tried to wipe something away. Blood. There's a large blood stain on the floor. Understandable, really. The mirror has been broken down one side. The door into the hall is not visible in the now shattered reflection. So you couldn't see someone sneaking up behind him. Also, I just gotta say, this whole outlining body thing. It's not a theme. Oh, I just realized I don't have my cursor on, so you can't even see where I'm pointing, but hey, oh well. You get what I'm saying. I'm talking about the outline of the body. I think maybe it used to be a theme, but nowadays they just make sure to take a ton of pictures of everything, so they don't need to do that. This is the scene of the crime, alright. Alright, looks like I got everything in here, so let's head back. And we'll move on to the big wheel. No, I didn't. Oh, well, okay. So, you're sure you get on with everyone here at the fairground? Yeah, I just kind of keep to myself usually. I'm not thoroughly convinced. Okay, move to the big wheel. And Pete. This guy's Pete. Why, hello there, young man. Can I help you with something? As a matter of fact, you can. I assume you know all about the murder last night. I'm afraid to say I do. Such a terrible loss. One can barely comprehend it. Well, one is gonna have to try. You're the mechanic, right? Peter Nubhat. Nubhat? At your service. I believe you've met my niece, Mandy. How do you know? I know, because I have to go past her stall to get there. Okay. Your niece? Oh, yes, I have. Glad to hear it. I hope she was polite to you. So this is Mandy's uncle, the mechanic. I wonder what I can learn from him. Let's talk to him. Last night. So, if you don't mind me asking, where were you last night? Well, let's think about that. For most of the evening, I was fixing the back of the funhouse, as always. But I remember leaving relatively early. Thinking upon it now, I'm quite glad that I did. Did you see or hear anything suspicious last night? Anything at all? Well, I did catch a glimpse of young Ricky and Charles arguing, right over there by the Hall of Mirrors. The entertainer and the clown? Ricky and Charles were arguing outside the Hall of Mirrors last night? What about? I'm not normally one for eavesdropping, of course, but I think it was something to do with being popular with the children. And something about a red nose. I can't remember much else. Maybe you should ask them. I should definitely go back and ask Ricky and Charles about that. Might be important. Oh, look. We already got every question on that. Have you worked here long? Oh, yes. A very long time. I've seen many staff members come and go, but Gary normally knows how to run things. Gary? Who's that? Gary Coyles, our boss. You'll probably find him in his office. Yes, he's usually capable of making the right decisions. But not always. Is anyone? Does he want me to answer? Oh, good. He looked away. I'm no good at rhetorical questions. Staff relations. How well do you get on with the rest of the staff? As well as could be expected. Apart from, I've been known to argue with Charles on a couple occasions. But most of the people here are guilty of that. He's so difficult sometimes. Sounds like Pete doesn't have much love for Charles the Clown. So, you like the way things are run around here? Most of the time, yes. I think I could say that. I'm not the only one to think that the funhouse has seen better days. Hugh never really enjoyed his job, I don't think. Hugh let the funhouse fall into a state of disarray. Yeah, I'm afraid so. My niece Mandy often complains of it to me. I tell her not to cause trouble, but I know she could do a better job any day. So Pete knows his niece desired to run the funhouse. Okay, so, oh yeah, seen arguing with Charles outside the Hall of Mirrors yesterday. Saw Hugh going to the Hall of Mirrors on the night of the murder. Remembers that the door emitted a loud creak upon being open. Doesn't get on with Charles Ringer. Dislikes constantly having to fix the funhouse. He thinks his niece Mandy could do a better job at running it. Any clues back here? Apparently... Wait, is that a thing? No, I think that's just something that fell off. Man, this place looks horrible. Just saying. Oh, hey. Oh, you're Jerry, the cleaner. I was like remembering all the other people, but everyone kept saying Jerry, and I'm like, who's Jerry? I don't remember Jerry. And I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure he was my favorite when I was little. Or him or Mandy. One of the two. Because, of course, you know, as little as like, oh, young people. I like young people. I can relate to them. Are you Jerry Spears? The police tell me you were the one to discover the murder last night. You got it. It was pretty scary stuff, I tell you. I can imagine. You're the cleaner here at the fairground, am I correct? I prefer the term refuge and engineer, actually. Oh, sure, I'm sorry. You look quite young to be working here. Too young to be working at a fun fair? Most of the guys here are too old, that's what I say. Yeah, I'm the youngest person here, but being young has its perks, you know? Cleaner or not, and I have a feeling this guy is gonna have some important information on him. Last night. Obviously, I'll need you to recount the events of last night. You're an important witness. Don't worry, man. I've been going over this in my head since last night. Haven't forgotten a single detail. I'll bet. Flashbulb memory and all that. I stayed pretty late. I was cleaning up around here all evening. Eventually, I went round the whole fairground to give it a final clean. That's when I went into the Hall of Mirrors and found Hugh. You weren't the last person here, though, right? That's right. Mandy was still here, working away, so I ran to find her. We called the police, and as soon as they'd arrived, after we gave our statements, we were allowed to leave. And that's it? Yeah. Why, did I forget something? Fairground. So you normally stay around the food court? Naturally, this is the area that needs the most cleaning. Did you notice anything else yesterday? Seems like you'd have a pretty good view from here. A good view? You bet! I did notice a couple things. I got here really early, you see, before the boss. I saw Pete coming from the direction of the office in the morning. He put something in that bin there. And then went into the toilet cubicle. Is that right? I bet he probably scribbled some stupid message on the wall in there. People are always using it as a message board. Honestly, it's just extra work for me, you know? Sounds like I need to check out the bin and the toilet cubicle. Fairground say, Fun Fair is so run down. How has it not been shut down by health inspectors? How has this whole place not been... Anyway. I get that a lot. Why have they even employed a cleaner, you're thinking? Apparently the abandoned look is very popular with kids these days. Oh, it's on purpose. That's what Disney does. They have, like, purposefully rusted areas at the Haunted Mansion and stuff like that to make... And it's obviously all on purpose. It's not actually dirty. Create everything to look old and rusted and dirty, but in fact, it's all incredibly clean. The table behind me is only a couple days old. Oh, hold on. How do you tell when things really do get dirty? Well, you see, I guess I have no idea. It makes my job easier, don't you think? More time to take in the sights. The sights? What are these sights that you talk about? What do you mean by the sights? Oh, well, trees and birds and whatnot, stuff like that, right? I haven't noticed a single tree or bird since I've been here. And trust me, I always notice birds. I think Jerry is hiding something. I love this part. Get the truth. When the character is hiding something, you must perform an eye contact interrogation. By the way, this is not Gill Sans. I think it's Berlin Sans, if I remember correctly. That's what this font is, and it's driving me nuts. Anyway, ECI. To get the truth out of them. You control Grimoire's eye movements with your mouse. Hold the cursor to the left of his face to look away from the suspect. As soon as they begin lying, you should be able to tell. There will be a white flash. Move your cursor to the right to look them in the eye. If you get it right, they will break down and tell you the truth. Now move your cursor over the back button and click to start eye contact interrogation. As though you love to stare all day, or should I just take a guess? I just started going to my own little world. I'm only a kid, that's what I do. I think it's something a little more... Hey! Don't lie to me! Like Mandy Farrier! What? Why her? What's so special about... Okay, I can't. I give in. I can't help myself. She's so perfect. Can you blame me? You stay in the food court so you can stare at Mandy all day. Don't you think that's a little creepy? But I'm the least creepy person you've spoken to here at the fairground. Don't judge me so harshly. Don't worry, kid, I won't say anything. Still, maybe you should get a hobby or something. Don't worry, kid, I feel so old. Anyway, Jerry, creepy as he is, wasn't lying about that. Guess he's only young. I wonder what Mandy thinks of him. So, yeah, so this is food court. And this is the poop stall. So he stares completely all the way across here.
Passion.